Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 260. My name is Jason Erpling. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and buyandsellDVC.com.
And today is January 28th, 2026. So your 11-month window is going to be over New Year's. It's going to be December 28th, 2026. And the 7th-month window is August 28th, 2026. We're going to start on the buy and sell side of things. And again, I got some help from our Facebook group. And
I should mention the Facebook group also. It's Disney Vacation Club Resales DVC. So go into, if you're hearing this or you're not in our group, make sure you join because there's a lot of fun stuff in there. There's polls that Jason does all the time. So definitely check it out.
Information, plus you can ask questions and get answers as well. So we asked this question for those that are DVC members, resale or direct. How did you go about deciding how many points to purchase? The choices were, did you do a deep dive into the point charts, figuring out how many points you needed for different vacations? And just a friendly reminder, on our website, Buy and Sell DVC, we have under the buyer side, we have a DVC point calculator. So you can plug in your check-in and check-out dates, and then it'll list all the resorts with all the different options, whether it's a studio at Old Key West or a 3-bedroom at the Grand Floridian. 2, did you simply go with a recommendation from a DVC guide or a DVC resale associate? 3, did you jump in with a little research and go from there? Or 4, other? So I'm just going to read a couple answers. Again, this is just really for those that are not a member. This is to give you an idea of how to begin going about deciding DVC and how many points to purchase. This is from Michelle. She said a research where we wanted to stay, typical time of year, and average the total for the different room types we'd want. So we would have extra to bank or borrow in order to have those larger rooms when needed. We use point charts and tools. There are spreadsheets and websites that help simulate how many points are needed. We also considered availability at 11 months and 7 months, so we know our point allotments were reasonable. Resort choice was also a big factor. So, that answer right there, that person with the research, I would have to give them an A. That's what you have to do with this. This isn't buying a couch. Everyone knows what a couch is. They're just trying to figure out if they like the color, does it fit in the room? This is a little bit more complicated product. You have to put in some effort on your end. Otherwise, you may not get what's going to work for how you vacation.
I think I was a little more loosey-goosey when I bought my first contract. I definitely absolutely looked at, I did so much research on how much stuff was going for, what was a good deal, what's passed recently. And I think I checked out different points charts to see how much I wanted. It was never I think I want to do this. So I think I'm going to be, at about 242 points. I'm going to buy 250. I was just looking at stuff and I think I was just kind of 250 should be good. That should cover a couple times a year. And if I go over, I'll borrow some in, and if I go under, I'll rent some out. And then within a year or two, I added on another contract as well because I wanted more. But I don't think I did the full research. It was just kind of I looked through, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know exactly when I was going to stay because I didn't have any set parameters. I was just look at stuff yeah, that'll be good.
Let's see. And then this is from Aaron. Use point calculators for where we plan to stay, family size, room size, and time of travel. Bought 160, then realized owning DVC, you can't always get that studio and need a 1-bedroom, or you want to go more often or at different times of the year. So now we're up to 370. So once you figure out figure out what you need, buy more than that. Yep. LOL. So again, I'll give that another A.
It's tough because also when I planned everything, I was the same way. I tried to do it the least expensive way. The studios were the way to go. And then that one time you try a 1-bedroom, you're like, oh, I don't want to go back to a studio. The 1-bedrooms are nice. So you stay in the 2-bedroom. So you go, okay, this is how it's meant to be. This is how traveling to Disney should be. Having private rooms, extra room, kitchen. The studios are great, and again, I've stayed in the studios a zillion times, but you do get spoiled when you start using big rooms.
Especially your children.
Yes.
Because then they're like, why are we just in one room this time?
Yeah, exactly. Until they're paying for it, and then whoa. Yeah. One day they're going to wake up and realize, there's a reason we always stay in 1 and 2 bedrooms. It's because they're expensive.
Exactly.
When you're staying, in a non-Disney place, and you're like, wait, how much is a villa versus just a studio room? No, the studio is where we're staying for $80 a night. I'm not paying $200 for a villa. in Miami or whatever.
This is Sherry. I tracked points and prices for about a year. I tried to visualize how my family would use our points. I researched reputable realtors groups to purchase from. I read and listened to podcasts. Then I set a range of points and looked for the best deal in that range. So again, another, I don't want anyone to, be disappointed if I didn't give them a grade. I give that another A.
I'm giving an A.
So, and then I'll read another one here.
For a year. Good for you, Sherry.
Sarah said research point calculators for the time that we typically go, bought resale for roughly those points, started taking more people with us, bought 150 direct points for the points flexibility, now going more often, need more points. I think the more you have, the more you find an excuse to go. I mean, it really is true. So here, I'm going to read this one. This is Sue. It was way back in 1998, and the minimum you could buy was 150. So that's what I bought. Since I'm local, I wasn't ever planning on using it for more than one big trip. I mean, there are a lot of people that just buy, the minimum as well.
Yep.
So, it's all good stuff. This person said, this is Michelle, our guide talked us out of how many points we really wanted. Within months, we purchased a resale contract. We purchased in 2014. And to be honest, with all the restrictions on resale, I did not know if I would purchase resale. You have to decide because, if you want for most people, it comes down to the sorcerer pass. They want to buy that sorcerer pass.
That's the main difference is the sorcerer pass, but it's a tough one. I understand, Disney does have some perks. On an average contract, you could be saving $10,000, $15,000 by going resale. You can get a lot of perks for $10,000, $15,000, or redo your kitchen or TV.
And another thing that keeps happening, which again, I fall into the trap where I fall into the trap of thinking everyone knows this. If you already are a blue card member, I don't know if that's still the thing that people will say because it's just easier.
There's no more blue cards anymore, but yeah.
Yeah. If you already are a blue card member and you buy resale, you can do everything. Obviously, if you buy resale at Beach Club, those points can't be used at Riviera, but all the different blue card benefits you can do.
Yeah.
So 99, there's a huge chunk of people that once they have those blue card benefits, they just buy the rest of their points resale. But I still run into people that have that blue card and they don't know this. So, that's an important thing to keep in mind.
You got all those perks when you've got that blue card. So if you got one, direct contract and then you add on 5 resale contract, you still have all the perks.
Right. If you have that blue card and you own 1,000 more points resale and you go to Blaze Pizza, you'll still get the discount.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, like the resale points still, can't be used at like Riviera. But the main thing to use the points for, that you want direct for is like getting the discounted annual pass. So that's you still got access to that. So that's definitely the way to go.
This is Stacy. When we bought our first contract, we bought the minimum allowed. Later, we bought our contract resale that has 120 more points than our original. So far, it's been enough, but who knows what the future holds. So, again, the point of this is that you just have to do, you want to do a little bit of research, whether, you're Scott and you just do, a brief 20 minutes, to make sure that you're covered, or, like the one person that spent a whole year. You want to be somewhere in there rather than just, going blindly.
Yes.
So, and now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food review, I'm going to step right outside the Disney bubble. We finally made our way to the Hangry Bison in nearby Winter Garden. It's located in the downtown area with tons of walking with little shops. And we've gone here many, many times. It's a very good Thai restaurant we go to as well. We've seen a ton of cars around that have these, it's the Hangry Bison magnets on there. And I didn't know what it was for some points because it kind of looked like a bee. But either way, we were lucky enough to spend some time there with Chris Malik, his family, Rick Forbes and his wife, both of who are from the Edcott family. And I tried the short rib burger for $16, and you choose what you want. So you can choose like short rib burger, and then it'll give you a bunch of types of bread options. I chose the Texas toast. And then I got tomatoes, pickles, and leaf lettuce. You can choose 3 toppings from a list of 12. Then you get a list of 12 different glazes you could choose from, and I chose the garlic aioli. Cheese was $1.50 to add. That bothered me a little bit, but a burger needs cheese, so it's not a big deal. But I got the smoked Gouda, so a little fancier at least for $1.50. You also get a side, and I went with the side salad, as clearly I was eating healthy for the day. And everything was really good. It was a little bit on the expensive side, but with all the options, there is definitely a perceived value to what you get, and I was happy with that. Never had a burger on Texas toast before. It definitely added a nice taste to it, but the burger definitely had to be eaten with a fork and knife, because on a Texas toast, it kind of like mushes it, and it's already like buttery and stuff, so you don't want to be holding a buttery sandwich. It's just much easier, and I try to eat a little on the cleaner side. I don't like getting messy, so it would have been insanely messy if I just had it on the Texas toast, but overall, I gave it a solid 8.3, and I'd definitely go back again. It was a very, very nice place inside, and definitely made a lot better by the company that was with us as well. So had a really good time.
So, I mean, I've never asked this question before. I don't know if this is allowed, but do you guys recruit people into your EdCot group, or is it full?
No, it's normally, the EdCot group is mostly just like close. It's like close-knit people. It's not a very large group at all. It's just kind of like, a bunch of people who started listening to the WW Review podcast, which is on pause for the time being. And it's just Chris Malick started the EdCot page, and it's just kind of people who listen to the show. So it's just a smaller group. I think the group might only have like 200 people in it or so. They don't promote it.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, but I mean, I
thought you were going to say like 18.
Oh, I mean, there's groups out there with 300,000 people. A million.
Listen, you guys are going on cruises together. 200 is pretty big.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's been more like a family. And there's been over the last couple of years, there's been a bunch of people who have kind of joined and gotten more involved, which is great as well. I mean, it's almost all families in there, so it's just. But
like if someone who's watching this right now or listening, and they had an interest, is there a test that they have to pass?
I don't think so. Again, I don't run the group.
Malick gives out that test.
But I think I'm sure somebody probably joins the EdCot group. He probably approves them because he figured they're probably a friend of somebody or heard from word of mouth about this group. But again, it's EdCot, kind of like Epcot, but with a D instead of a P. So it's the experimental development city. Oh, experimental Dubs City of Tomorrow. Instead of the Epcot one is they do Dubs instead of prototype. So it's the EdCot group, EDCOT. But good people.
Because you guys vacation together?
Yep, sometimes we go
eat together.
Yep, we're supposed to be doing a cruise this year with some of the EdCot group. Some people have bailed out. Not sure what's going on with
you guys run marathons together?
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff. I've had
climb mountains together.
Yes, exactly. Gone to the new surf place together in Vero Beach for your surfing, and but I've had EdCot people over to my house for a barbecue and pool party. I had people over for an EdCot what's it called? Friendsgiving, like a Thanksgiving with just friends, a Friendsgiving party at my house. So it's been very nice. And they're all over the U.S. So a lot of times if you're away somewhere, like you run into people, they'll invite you over, you'll see EdCot people, I'm up in Chicago, and also you see a picture of like a bunch of them, at a pizza place for dinner. And it's a really wonderful group.
Well, don't talk it up too much if you're not.
I know. This is my secret group. Everybody stay away from the EdCot group.
So like if someone, I better stop asking questions, but like if someone went to the EdCot Facebook group, it's private or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
It's private.
All right, I better stop with that. We better move on to the DVC-rental side of things.
So from the rental side, I want to talk about Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is currently undergoing refurbishments. And in the villas, they're now going to feature the new pull-down Murphy beds, which is really nice, including in the studios. This has some upgraded tech, brighter color, and refreshed bathrooms. A lot of times, one of the knocks on Animal Kingdom Lodge is that the rooms are a little dark. I think this is supposed to help like lighten it up a little bit. But also, instead of the pull-up, a lot of the resorts, whenever they've gotten refurbishment, have gotten the new Murphy beds. It seems like everybody prefers the Murphy beds over the sleeper sofas. So this is a really nice upgrade.
But not the real bed, though.
It's not a real bed. It's not.
No, what I'm saying is, like Vero Beach, people would prefer the real bed that they used to have there versus the.
Understood. Yes. I mean, I'd say, if it's best option would be a real bed, then the Murphy bed, and then a sofa bed at the bottom. So again, the sofa beds are okay, but everybody seems to prefer these Murphy beds. So it's nice that with the Refurb, they're going to be getting the Murphy beds. So for Kidani Village, Refurbishments have already started. They started in October 2025. It's supposed to run through May 2026 with, again, all the stuff I said, the new furniture, Murphy beds, updated bathrooms, and tech. They expect some construction noise, potentially some obstructed Savannah views, maybe. This is from Disney. And it's like Jumbo House.
I don't know why I'm obstructed. I just picture the guys out there cleaning and he's going like this. Hey.
And Jumbo House is supposed to follow Kidani from May 2026, possibly through January 2027. Similar upgrades. I have to say, we've had a lot of people staying at Kidani over the past several months. I have not heard a single complaint about anything reported as annoying, between any of our guests and the other guests. We're on Facebook a lot. We're in a lot of different groups. I haven't seen really anybody saying anything about too much noise or there's like anything going on at all. So, normally they do the resorts in like sections. So they'll have, they'll make, to try to make it, they're not doing stuff in between people. They'll have one section closed off and then, everything else is running as normal. So, Disney tries to do everything they can to, make the least amount of people possibly affected as possible. I'm sure Disney's doing a good job. And again, this has been running since October. I have not heard a single complaint so far. So, I'm hoping that I'm assuming whatever refurbishments they do are going to be great. I'm a huge Animal Kingdom fan, so I have a little concern because I do love my Animal Kingdom, but I trust Disney, so I'm sure all the refurbishment stuff is going to be fantastic.
Sounds good. I should be at Animal Kingdom in March.
Ooh.
As long as that goes as planned. So I'll be there for 3 nights. So I'll be on the Kidani side. So
very nice
to see what we.
I actually grabbed the night for my birthday up in May in Animal Kingdom just for the one night. I had some points I had to use, and I saw my birthday was available, so I just grabbed it for my birthday. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. I probably will, but I think I had like 15 points or something. I was able to get a studio at Animal Kingdom. So
nice.
I'll check out Animal Kingdom.
Weekday? Weeknight? Weekend? Weekday?
I believe it's a Friday night.
Oh, nice. Look at you. Friday night.
Yep, exactly. So
look for Scott at Animal Kingdom Friday night.
It will be Jumbo House. It will be
Jumbo House. Talk to them about Epcot. See if you can get in.
There you go.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, greatly appreciate you guys. Feel free, like, subscribe, leave us some comments. We love seeing your comments, and have a wonderful day.